Good morning, guys. It's the last day of Germany. Coldest, foggiest day I've had yet. Check it out. It's beautiful. The sun's gonna come up from over there pretty soon. And it's just a beautiful morning. Gotta love that. But it is the coldest one I've had yet. I slept in a forest somewhere. I didn't pick the most even ground. I broke a lot of those camping rules just to sort of hurry, and I shouldn't have done that. So I didn't have the best sleep, but at least it wasn't cold. So now I'm about a few hundred meters away from the German-Netherlands boundary, and I'll be heading in there. We'll see, for better or worse, new country today. All right, here we are doing the least ceremonial border crossing ever. That might have been it. As far as I can tell, the map kind of ends at that road I just turned down, and it says Netherlands on one side, and that would be this side. So yeah, chances are we're in Holland now. Isn't that weird? Welcome to the next country. We're in the Netherlands, and I just had the biggest lunch ever, and I should have taken you with me, but I just sort of needed to relax a little bit. I guess my last night's stealth camping wasn't all I wanted it to be. I mean, sometimes camping is all about friends and family and good food and whatnot. Sometimes camping is all about just getting a night's sleep, and last night was obviously the latter, just sleep. So all the more important for me to pick a decent campsite, but I actually didn't. I picked a place that wasn't level, and it messed with me a little bit all night. I got some sleep and it was fine. I wasn't woken up by weird sounds or anything, but given that all it was for me to actually get some freaking shut-eye, it was stupid to pick something that was uneven and then trying to make it even. I should have done what I always tell people to do, is not fight what's already there. Don't try to build a lake on your land on the highest possible point. Build it where nature would have put one anyway. Right? Do what the system wants to do anyway. I fucked that up, but the consequences is that I went to a weird supermarket and just got myself some weird cakes and stuff, and I stuffed my face with everything that I think my body needs. My knee is acting up a little bit, and right now my body's telling me, dude, chill, take it easy. So I'm gonna just sit here, have a sit, rotte, and take it easy. As you can see, I am using the solar charger now. Of course, a cloud just went in front of the sun, but this thing is now charging my power bank. And the one power bank, I've only used one so far, and it has been able to charge up my phone 3 times, I think, so far. I'm using my phone for navigation, not the actual navigation, but for telling me where I need to go. So I plot in my destination or the next town or whatever I want, and I ask it what the route is, and I check if I'm still on that blue line. I'm using Google Maps. But I'm not using it to actually navigate, because that would use too much battery and I don't need it. So I have that blue line always to come back to. And using that, having that in my pocket, constantly running that, constantly updating, answering messages, doing whatever else I do, it has been on the entire time, my phone, and I charge it via power banks. So in my pocket here, I have a power bank in there, and whenever I need to, I run a cable over to my phone pocket, and that's how I charge everything as I'm riding. And I charge it via the solar charger on the back of the bike during the day, and then the power banks are available at night for recharging stuff. So far, one single power bank out of the 2 I'm bringing have charged my phone, I think 3 times, and 2 GoPro batteries. So I think that's pretty good. So I'm about halfway through my expenditure, my budget for power, and I'm doing awesome. So without any sun, any charger at all, just the two battery banks I can last like 5 or 6 days on the road, I think. Okay, up a gear. I gotta be sure I'm actually going in the right direction, because I don't know what I'm doing. And it looks good. I'm gonna just follow this for a while until I pass a lake to my left. And then I can only guess straight through this. Is that right? Is that it? You wanted me to go straight on through to the other side. Yep, we're good. It's been nice. It's been like this all day. Not true, but there's been a lot of this, even where the bike path is removed from the road and just shoved in some trees. Just the amount of traffic there is and the wide berth they give you. I mean, it's just like in Germany. They're used to bicycles and they will give you space. And these are well-kept roads. It's amazingly easy, this. If I sound tired, it's just because my stupid knee still hurts and I'm slightly worried. It doesn't feel like an actual injury. It feels like overuse. Nothing too serious. So what it needs is rest, and what I need is water. Classic, right? That's what I tell people anytime there's anything wrong with them. I'm like, dude, I'm not a doctor, but try drinking a lot of water and giving it some rest. And you'll find more often than not that it's going to be better. Water, vegetables, fruits, and rest. And then sort of a happy demeanor towards life. Mostly all those other things, and that last one will come by itself on its own. All right. Could that in there be a lake to my left? I think it might be. And yes, so we're gonna take the next big right. There we go, light. Now it's taken me most of the day to do about 70 kilometers, I think. My knee has been annoying me today. It's been sort of a patellar thing I complained about earlier. I don't know what's going on with that, but I think I'm gonna have to just push it to get. In total, I'm about 180 kilometers away from my goal, and I want to cover that by evening tomorrow. So I'd like to cover a little bit more today, preferably. I'm gonna go for a town that's 40 k's away and see if I can make that. If I can, then all is well. I'll find a place to camp where I'm actually allowed to be. I need to chill and sleep in full flat ground and just be chilled there. Maybe my knee, maybe all it needs is a little time. It feels like it's the lubrication in the actual joint is off. Like it needs water and fat, basically. I don't think it's actually the cartilage, because I haven't been doing anything tough to it. Anyway, I've been snacking all day on this. See, in a bike race competition a while ago, I won this tube, and it has turned into my snack tube. There we go. One large compartment, which I have filled up with sausages, dry sausages, and the top container, dates, Turkish dates. So there's your sugar, and your protein, and your fat. And inshallah, that will take me the remaining 40 kilometers. Sorry about the drop my dates. I'm gonna go for my 40K and push it a little bit, and I'll talk to you there in whatever town. Bye. Well, it turned out it wasn't too bad. I got there without my knee falling off, and as soon as I got there, I rushed into the local supermarket and just stocked up on everything I thought my body might need, like meats, proteins, a bunch of vegetables, fruit juice, and just tons of water. And then I sat down on a bench and took in the sights, and had a breather for a little bit. All right, I just went into the last town of the day. They had a Jumbo, which is now my favorite market of all time. They have everything, I love it. And the local cafe even let me shit all over their toilet. So that was fantastic. I love these little towns and the way they serve us heroes of the road in the same way that when you play old computer games or video games, maybe even Dungeons and Dragons, right? There are towns where you stock up on things, where you get your weapons fixed, and there's something wrong with your bike, you can do it in there. It's the same kind of thing. It's a place that has food and stuff. The only thing that's missing is that I'm actually earning gold on my trips out, because I'm not. Check that out. That's not lovely. It certainly is. Damn it, Holland, you're doing well. You are showing a pretty side of Holland, dude. Yeah, appreciate it. Well, as I was heading out of town, I wanted to find a way that I could sleep legally. You know, sleep in a place where I was actually allowed to be without all the stealthy cloak and dagger shit. So my plan was to just rock up at somebody's place and ask them, because I've heard good things from other travelers that people are like that, and I want to believe that people are cool. And that turned out to be a great idea. I rocked up at this one place, first place I tried, because of course people are awesome. And it was this guy and his awesome son. And even though it took him like 5 minutes to sort of warm up to the idea of having a stranger sleep on his lawn, he warmed up instantly once he did. You know, he made me coffee, and his son stayed up like an hour after bedtime to just play with me with his toys and everything. It was great, and I think it taught both of us to sort of you know, let people in. That people are probably cooler than you think they are. So here I pitched my tent on his lawn, and it was the best pitch I've ever made with that tent. Everything was tight and taut, and I probably had the best night's sleep I've ever had in that tent, not least because I was allowed to be there. So I highly recommend trying that for yourself.